Hello, my lovely watercolor artists. How are you guys? So I have another really cool tutorial to advertise the Coastal Breeze palette. If you haven't received this palette in the mail, then go ahead and sign up for our monthly watercolor subscription because it's really fun. You get these in the mail. They are all professional grade watercolor, highly pigmented, and so much fun to use on your art projects. So starting out, we're going to be doing these really fast forest kind of tree lines. And I love things like this. I think it's so easy to do, whether you want to do cards or, just sit down and swatch your colors. You can use any color you want, pinks, reds, whatever. I'm using the Coastal Breeze one because it's just really easy, and we're currently doing this palette right now. But as you can see, as I start to line the trees, starting with the lighter colors at the top, going towards more darker colors like the blues and the darker green, as we head down towards the bottom of the tree line, it just automatically mixes on paper so well together. Now, if you're not using professional grade watercolor, yes, it will fade as it dries. So you will experience that. If you're not using 100% cotton paper, it's going to slide a little bit, and it's not going to look the same as what I have going on here because I have a really absorbent 100% cotton paper and I have professional grade watercolor. There are no fillers, there's nothing but pigment and really good binder and honey. So it is a very good mix, and this is a great combination to set you up for success. And that's what I send in the monthly watercolor subscriptions. Those of you who have been with me for these years, I love it, and I love having you here, and this is just another one of our fun tutorials that we're going to do together. So you can see I even added some of the orange. The Tangerine Dream is gorgeous, right? It mixes in with greens, it mixes in with blues, it mixes in with the yellow. And it just does a great job of giving us that foliage, kind of like, that little bit that you see on the leaves when they get sun-kissed or sun-drenched, or maybe it's headed towards fall and there's a change, or maybe we've got some like orangey kind of blossoms. There's so many reasons for you to have multiple colors on your trees. I can't even tell you. If you've ever sat and watched and looked at trees, you can see that yes, they appear green, but really there's everything from like a dark green, maybe even black in the shadows, to maybe like a bluey green in the shadows. And then if it hits the light, there's always a light area, right? They can go as far as like a very light yellow, a very light green. There could be flowers or blossoms. So always just play with your colors. I also just want to remind you, if you haven't swatched your colors in a while, this would be a great exercise to use, because you could do pink trees. You can do anything, right? Right now I'm using a warm yellow, which is sunshine, and I'm adding the beach color to it, which is kind of like an ochre color, except it's very creamy. And I actually like this better than the basic ochres. I think this one is really cool because you can mix it well. It gives you a little more opaqueness, a little more coverage, but then you can also dilute it out and you get that lovely transparency. You can see here, I can lay this on really nicely and thick, and it gives me that like beautiful texture, right? And then I'm taking some of the lighter green, which is like a palm light, and it's from the Coastal set. We used it as the highlight for the palm trees in one of the previous videos. I just mixed that right on to the yellow, and then the layer of beach, and then the layer of light green, and then the layer of dark green, and then I'm going to put a layer of the blue. So that just all mixing on paper, if we move quickly, because we don't want it to dry, otherwise it won't mix on paper, it's going to give us such a great combination. And I think both of these show, one a little bit darker, a little more orange, the other one a little more light, a little more yellow. And then for the tree trunks, just simply pull down the colors that you have already on the paper. If you want to load the brush with a little bit of orange, and you want to mix it in with a little bit of green or blue to get a little more darker cast on your trunks, then just put a little dot of that color on the bottom and pull it right up, and you'll get those darker pieces. I like mixing both. What you're seeing me do here is not just use one color for the branches and the trunks. I'm using multiple colors because I'm not only loading my brush with a color, but I'm also pulling from the other colors that are already wet on the paper. I love doing this for stems. I love doing this for petals. I love doing this for trees. There's so many ways that you could do this and use this technique in your watercolor painting just to give it a little more flavor and make those different colors really become a cohesive part of your art, you know? I like using what's there as well as what I'm giving it. Now here, I'm just kind of adding some depth and dimension with what's left on my brush, kind of tapping in some little details here, but not much, pretty easy. And 6 minutes, we have both done. How's that for a very easy watercolor trees? I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and by all means, please come and sign up. If you like to receive watercolor and you want to get inspired every single month, then certainly join us at the watercolor subscription at jackswatercolor.com.